still doing it. I'll actually just read it. I got it right here in front of me. So it's eight. Right now. It's 8 hours in bed, and the reason I have I had 7 hours of sleep, but I didn't think that my watch was being as accurate as I wanted it to be. So now I'm just saying I'm in bed. If I'm waking up at 6, right, I'm in bed by 10 p.m. the latest. Trying to stay off my phone and maybe watch a little bit of TV, but nothing crazy. So 8 hours in bed. One of the things I did start doing during coronavirus was meditating. So I got the Calm app, and it's honestly a fantastic way to start my day. So so I'll work out, shower, eat breakfast, and then right before I sit down at my laptop, I'll go through either anywhere from a 10 to 15 minute meditation practice. And you basically just, you shut down. It really focuses on your breathing. Makes you think a lot too. Actually it makes you think just by completely exiting everything in your mind. And I found stress levels are good. I honestly started it because I was living in the city, and obviously that was the epicenter of the pandemic. And I would wake up to sirens, and I'd be going to bed to sirens. And I was just having a really hard time sleeping. So they have you have the meditation in the morning, but then they also have these little 25 to 40 minute, I'll call them bedtime stories that you just kind of throw on. And it's I think last night I listened to the guy, the mercenary from Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
The guy.
I don't know specifically, but
yeah. So it was this this Australian dude talking about the mountains in New Zealand. So it was just a nice way to go to bed. So that's one thing I started, and it's one thing I'll take with me for sure.
His name Naval Ravikant. He's a big advocate of meditation, and he talks about meditation being a skill that you need to build and work on. What's been your kind of journey through meditation?
Yeah, no, it's hard. It's hard, man. And CK knows me. I'm a guy that can't shut up. I'm always moving. I'm always moving around. So for me to sit in a chair 15 minutes with just myself, just focusing on breathing was challenging at first. But the interesting part about meditation is so you'd be sitting there and they're telling you just to focus on the breathing, and then something comes in your head and you try to shoot away really quickly, but they tell you it's okay if something comes in, accept it that it's there and then move on. So I think it's been a nice way to kind of reset myself and say not get down on yourself if you can't do it. Just acknowledge it and keep trucking forward. And the more you do that, the easier it becomes to just focus on the breath. Be present, and really after it, it does feel like the stress has gone down significantly once you can kind of get through it. And the one thing, anything else, any lacrosse thing or whatever, if you want to get good at something, you got to practice it, right? So doing it every morning, being consistent with it is you do see the results after a month or two.
And you said you're continuing to do this after Corona. So
yeah, I think it's something I'm trying to find certain things. You got to find these positives in these situations, and I got a couple things I've started. I know CK and I were talking about it. Just I've jump roped way more now, and I was so bad at it when I first started. It's 2 minutes or 3 minutes I'd be exhausted, and now so that's one thing I want to keep with me after, and then the meditation will be with me as well.
Yeah, I love that. I think jumping rope, since I forget where I read it, it was just something. It said 15 minutes of jumping rope is 45 minutes of jogging. Once I heard that, I was all right, I'm going to do this for now on almost after every workout. And I think it's honestly, I don't even know if that's true, but I thought it was one of the best things for me. I guess in terms of the working out style